This video is gonna reach you when you finally decide to quit paying so much attention to the world, paying so much attention to what's going on around you. I get it, it's very easy to fall into this trap. I've done it myself. I was stuck there for a long time. I wasted so crazy amount of energy and time on just bombarding people who I don't even know, people around me, my friends, my family members and everything. And all these people around me with all kinds of things that I read online, that I saw, that I was researching, that I was looking up myself, because I thought that they needed to know it. I thought that they must hear this now, they must understand this now, they must know it, because this is the truth. Truth, I should say, because it's not self-experience, so I don't really know it. But I thought that was the case. So I'm making this video for you because you're a person now who's watching this and you have stopped to preach. You have finally realized that preaching how other people should live, how they should behave, and what they should know and what they should look at is never going to be any solution, and you're just digging your own grave for yourself and for your relationships around you. One of the clear things that I learned from, like I said, doing exactly that, wasting so much time and energy, is that it doesn't do anyone good whatsoever. But that's the trap. What usually tends to happen is that we kind of embark this kind of savior mentality, this savior complex, that we want to become this hero. We want to be the one who's gonna save the world. We're gonna become this person who's gonna change everything for the better. But what we really are missing out during this phase is that just because we ourselves has got to this place now where we finally understand things and we're finally waking up to the lies, and we remove these glasses that we had before that was blurring our reality and vision, is that we now think that this is the same for everyone. And that's the trap. That's the thing that we need to avoid at all costs. So that's why this video is exactly for you. And I'm very happy for you, because you realize that it doesn't do you any good and not anyone around you. Because there are like three things that we should really understand in this experience. And that is that you, the viewer now, have your will. I'm who's recording this video now, Robin, has my will. And the universe or God has his will or her will, if you want to put it that way. Which means that just because you believe that now it's the right time, it's not necessarily the same thing for the other people. Because when the will is not there, they don't care, and they will just repel your thing that you are sharing to them. It's actually gonna make the thing even worse, because what it really happens is that when we're living with force, we're forcing things on other people. What they will do instead is that they will resent you even more, and they will put up kind of a wall, because they feel threatened and they feel like, okay, this is not something that I want now, because my will is not there. So what they do is they push you away, and it just creates this disruption in between the energies that you are sharing with the people, and you're blocking your energy as well. So first of all, you're not doing any good for the other people, and not primarily for yourself anyway. What I suggest you do instead is that you change your direction, what you're pointing out now. You're pointing your direction to the world, to the government, to the elite corporations, to the elite group of people who decides what's going to happen in the world, and to all the things that's going on all the time, because you read it, you viewed it, you read it in the newspaper, you viewed it on the TV or online, or somebody has sent you something. But we need to understand that those things is not going to be part of our experience. The only thing that's going to be in your experience is the thing that you actually view in your life, what you're actually observing, what you actually are witnessing. And if that's not the case, you shouldn't give a fucking shit about that thing, because that has nothing to do with you. And as long as we can understand that, we have got a very far ahead. We're taking huge, very important steps. And it can sound weird, I get it, because I thought too, but I realized this, that what actually matters is what you do. It matters is how you lead yourself. Because people don't really like to listen to you. I think you already know that. You already experienced that. What people really like to do is they like to watch you. They like to watch what you do. So by you directing your finger to yourself instead, and you start to look inwards, and you start to analyze your behavior. What are you doing? How am I behaving? How am I reacting to things? You'll find a lot of answers there, and you will also find a lot of things you need to work on. You will find a lot of things you need to let go of. And that's what we call shadow work, or the great inner work. And when we start to apply these things, when we start to embark this real journey, you can say the hero's journey, if you will, is that you're gonna experience that that's the power that you have, because people will, first of all, they will see that you're gonna change. They will see that they will feel, I should say, that your energy is different. Because when your vibrational frequency is gonna raise, you will clearly notice that a lot of the people around you will change the way they react to you and the way they behave to you. And that's gonna be a great sign for you that you're doing a great thing. So always when we get trapped in when we fall down in these traps, because most people do it, and unfortunately a lot of the people, they get stuck there forever because they never seem to get out there, because they believe in it so strongly that they are, like I said, they are the savior of the world, like the light in the end of the tunnel. It's going to come down and make everyone's feeling happy again and being joyful and glad, but that's not the case. And like I said as well, like, we have to understand what the mechanism of the world also is, because like I said, if we don't view it and experience and observe it in our own life, it's not part of our experience, and we can never know if it's the truth. So when you're looking at a lot of the videos out there, you're looking at a lot of maybe you're still watching the news and stuff, you can never be certain that that's even the truth, because anyone out there can, with a little bit of talent and hard work, can create any type of video they want that's gonna seem so real. It's gonna seem so bombarded with truth that it's very hard to even separate them from if it is actually real or not. And you can only imagine when people have a lot of resources and they can create and they can put in a lot of money into the projects and stuff and the videos, you can only imagine what they can create. So this is so important. This is what we need to understand, that we only have something to say about what we are actually witnessing with our own eyes, in our direct experience, because otherwise it's not the truth. And because we don't know it, it's a belief, and belief is not the truth. We don't know it, we only believe it. So that's why it's so very important that we get to understand this. And like I said in some of my other videos, like, the world has and serves a great purpose. We can look at things, sure, and we can view it with a very negative way. We can view it how bad it is and negative everything is, and what they like their attentions towards us. But at the end of the day, it serves an immense important purpose, because there's so many people who always wake up during these events, because I did it. I'm very grateful for Corona, for the pandemic, because without that I would never sit here now. I would probably still be asleep, and I would still fall for all these craps that they're talking about in the newspaper, in the media, in the TV and the social media and everything, because I wouldn't know better, and I wouldn't start doing the great inner work. One of the things I did when I started this journey, or a little bit after, I should say, when I started eating, when I changed diet, is that I really preached for a lot of the people. I preached how they should do, how they should live, how they should change their routines and their habits, because that's what I thought it's gonna be the best for them as well, because it was for me, but doesn't, like I said before, necessarily mean it's the best for them. But what I did instead was, like, I quit that preaching and I started to just lead by example. I just did what I always did, and they could see that I'm changing, that my behavior was changing, and yeah, they could see that this is a healthy guy, and this is a guy who is living a great life. And they get curious now. They want to ask questions. And they are actually taking in things that I do into their own lives and trying out themselves, because I have never forced it. I'm living with my own inner power now. I'm living with the power that I have inside me. That's what's showing other people. That's the energy that I'm sharing to other people, and it's contagious. They can sense it. But when we're living with the force all the time, when we're just pushing everything to everyone outside from us, people will, like I said, they will become resentful, and they will not be very happy about that behavior. So these are the fundamental things we need to understand. That I would say that this is the message for the video, that we all have our different will. We all have our own personal will. And if not, the people's will are there, when you are sharing your things or pushing it to them, they will resent you. So we need to understand that. And like I said before, show them with example. Show them with your own light. Become that light in the end of the tunnel yourself. In a good way, not the way that you think, because you think that you are doing it because you are spreading the truth, you think. But in fact, you're really not. So as soon as you can get this to your head and understand this, you will have gotten very far. And I promise you, you will thank me later when you start doing this, and you will notice in your life. Keep doing what we always have been doing with these kind of behaviors. It's never going to be the solution. And we might think it is, but it's not. Sure, you can sow some seeds, of course, if people are ready for it and they are curious and they're asking you questions. That's one thing. But forcing people with information blindly that haven't asked for it, that's not going to be very good. That's what I learned. So that's why I made this video. I'm talking from my own experience, and I hope this video found you who needs to hear this and who are exactly in that same trap that I was before. Because I wasted so much energy and time, and I lost friendships, I lost relationships because of it. Not that I care about it now, because apparently it wasn't meant to, obviously. But you get my point. Like, we only have a lot of things to lose, with nothing to gain at all. So it's not a win-win situation for everyone, because it's only. We're just pouring out negativity, and that's not the thing. That's not the way to go, 100%. So if you like this video, share it to someone, hit the like button, and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment as well, what you thought about the video and the message. And we talk soon. Take care now. Bye.